Juju mamas. I'm getting on here. I'm getting straight to the point because we gonna talk about this. When the ancestors test your knowing, okay, they will test your knowledge, y'all. They will test your knowing. It's beyond faith, because for me, faith is I hope. I hope it's gonna work out. But when you know it's gonna work out. And it's based off of everything that you've been taught, everything that they have trained you for. They want to make sure that they did not give you the knowledge and the wisdom and the intuitive insights in vain. Okay? So when look, I told y'all I'm on this shifting, timeline shifting, quantum leaping energy, right? When the ancestors start testing your knowledge, it's time for you to shift. Okay, they'll test your knowledge, they'll test your knowing, your intuitive knowing, your ancestral knowing, your ancestral remembrance by taking you through situations, uncovering certain things and seeing how you're going to move with it, how you're going to move on it. They'll bring womb issues and see, are you going to use those herbs that you were taught? You were herbalist, right? You posting all these remedies and helping other people. But when it comes to you and your own womb, what are you doing to dismantle that energy within yourself? They'll test your knowing. They say, and she shall know the truth, and the truth shall set her free. And it's time for you to be free so your womb can shift, your timelines can shift. Okay? They will test your knowing when it comes to relationships. There will be friendships that you will have to let go of because they no longer align with you. Some people were only meant for certain reasons and seasons in your life. That's it. And then it's time to let them go. And sometimes letting go is mutual. You don't hear from them. It's a mutual agreement. Like, y'all don't talk to each other no more. Whether that's a friendship, family members, or, romantic relationship. That's how you know it's time to shift. That's how you know your womb and your timeline has shifted. They'll test your knowing, y'all. You know that person is hindering the blessings in your life. Every time you connect with that person, things just start kind of going haywire. Every time you connect with that man, things in your life start just going haywire, but that person keeps getting blessed. Like that destiny swapping is real, y'all. I see that with a lot of my juju mamas. And you gotta know your womb's been telling on you. Your intuition's been knowing. You know when a sister is talking stuff about you, but you don't know when that man is destiny swapping with you. You know? Don't bypass that. Don't bypass what your womb is telling you. Okay? They'll test you when it comes to a job loss. Oh, you just lost your job. Okay. What you gonna do about it? You gonna just cry out? Or what you gonna do about it? You gonna take that leap of knowing? It's not just faith, it's a leap of knowing that you are well qualified and that your gifts go beyond a job. Your gifts literally go beyond a job. Yeah, write that resume. Yeah, prepare, but also do what you're called to do. If everybody and their mama keep telling you about your gifts and you're not moving on it and you're not allowing yourself to have people invest in your gifts, then what are you doing? Why did they give it to you? Why did they give you these gifts? Some of your gifts are singing. Some of your gifts are writing. Some of your gifts are spoken words. Some of your gifts are cooking, herbalism, dancing, teaching, doing interpretive readings, tarot readings, oracle readings. Some of y'all just can flow in spirit and channel from the ancestors and the spirit god or the higher beings. you know, like there's nothing wrong with charging. It's an investment. It's currency. It's a beautiful exchange of energy. They will test your knowing, y'all. I'm telling you, it's been juju mamas that have literally told me that they have lost their jobs. That's the ancestors testing your knowing. That's the shift. That's the shit. It's been juju mamas that have been telling me they got diagnosed with this, but you're an herbalist, you're a yoni steam practitioner, you're a doula. They will test your knowing. They will test your knowing. These things happen to test your knowing. Your relationship may end. Your marriage may end. They will test your knowing. What you gonna do about it? You've been receiving all of these dreams. You've even been divining, having other people divine. They will test your knowing. They really will. They will test your knowing to call forth those things that they have shown you. They will test your knowing. And y'all, that's what the Wombshifter Mastermind is about. It is for women just like you and I, who's ready to shift into the version of who they already are and who they are to become. So when the ancestors start testing your knowing, hey Ellen, when the ancestors start testing your knowing, yeah, people are trying to call me. When the ancestors test your knowing, y'all, you can stand confident in who you are. You know the herbs that's going to heal your wound because it's healed that other sister that you serve. They will test your knowing. You'll know when the right relationship is for you, not just who you are right now, but who you are to be. A lot of relationships are ending in this season because sometimes that partner is just not a good fit for the version of you that you will be in the next 10, 20 years. They don't have the capacity for who she is. That's not just romantic relationships, y'all. Friendships will end because they don't have the capacity to hold and to celebrate who you are to become. They will always see you as a threat. They will always challenge you because they don't see who you are. They see who you were. And you don't want nobody in your life who bases you off of who you were. You don't want that person in your life. Oh, I remember when you used to, I remember when, no. You in the past version of me. You don't even see who I am in front of you. You're stuck in a timeline that I'm not in anymore. So I'm gonna let you go in love. I'm gonna let the relationship go in love. I don't want to procreate with a person like that. I used to, but I'm not that version. I'm a different version. I'm a woman who knows. I'm a womb shifter. I'm a juju mama. That's who I am and who I am becoming, y'all. Thank you, one love. Y'all so funny. But, thank y'all. Thank you, Juliet. You just got to walk in your knowing, y'all. Like, this is about how the ancestors, how the Most High will test you, how the universe will test you so that you can walk in your knowing. You've been praying for everybody, been a prayer warrior, an intercessor. And then when it comes time for you to intercede for yourself, to uplift and elevate yourself, you don't have the words. You've been pouring into others, and now you need to pour into yourself. They will test your knowing. They will. You've been writing everybody resume, helping everybody online, giving them all these ideals. But when it comes to yourself, you act like you don't know. And so I'm here to remind you that you need to walk in your knowing. You need to walk in your confidence and your authority. You need to say yes to yourself and no to others in this season. You need to have boundaries, sisters and brothers. But if the brother's watching, I need to have boundaries. Okay? Hey, JV, you need to walk in your knowing. When you know who you are, you know the gifts the ancestors have shown you and taught you. The elders have taught you certain things, and they're ancestrally guided too. The elders are ancestrally guided. They will teach you their medicine so that you are prepared for when you need it, and you don't even use it. Why is that? So I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all about to go through this shift. A lot of things may be shaking up. And it's not always for the bad. It's just to test your knowing. Oh, I know this. The doctor said I got this cyst. The doctor said I got this fibroid. The doctor said I got this, that. You better talk to the ancestors and tell them to help me to remember what herbs I need to use to dissolve this. What foods I need to eat to remove this. You need to work your juju. You need to work your ancestral medicine, y'all. They'll test your knowing. They will. They'll test your knowing when it's time for you to apply for a new job and you're like, oh man, I'm not qualified. You ain't gotta be qualified. The job open for you, and ask them for confidence. Ask them to dominate in that room with those people. Ask them to help those words that come through you eloquently, persuasively. They'll test your knowing. They will. Okay? They'll test your knowing. And a lot of y'all, y'all gonna look at this replay and you're gonna be like, that's exactly what I'm going through. They're just testing your knowing so that you can walk confidently in your gifts. So that that medicine that you have gifted to other people, that people have invested in you with, you give it to yourself now. That's how you know it works. I'm telling y'all, for those who've been participating in my ritual, you think that I'm not tested on my medicine, on my knowing. They always do that. When I speak life into y'all, I am taken through some situations where my knowledge, my knowing is tested too. It's like, okay, you helped this sister out, take you to the same thing. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna use that same advice you gave her? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. It makes me more confident in who I am and who they are, y'all. Okay. And I do feel like a lot of practitioners, spiritual practitioners out here that are imposters, um, there's a lot of revealing, a lot of breaking down, uncovering a lot within them. They're going through a lot right now, okay? Because the ancestors are making sure that they are who they say they are. A lot of us think that spirituality is just wearing head wraps and crystals and all that stuff. No, it's not. It's not. I ain't gotta look like it. I can have a blazer on, have my hair down. I'm a spiritual being anyway. But what I do see for a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs, a lot of spiritual priests and priestesses is that you're going to be tested with your own medicine. You're going to be tested in the things that you have helped other people in. You're going to be tested in it. And if you are fully rooted in who you are and who the ancestors are, because a lot of the wisdom comes from the ancestors. Everything that I do when I move is ancestrally guided. My gifts that I give to you all, my juju mamas, the ancestors gifted me with it. They tell me to move. They tell me to create. They tell me, okay, my juju mamas need this ritual. Oh, write this blog post. Put this out there. Share this with them. Okay? They test me in it. And a lot of people, they about to go under. They about to go under. And not in a bad way. They're about to disappear for a minute so that they can develop a little bit more, so that they can develop that relationship, deepen that relationship a little bit more. Because it's time to stop talking about it and be about it. It is time to stop talking about it and be about it. You know, people are about it. Look at the reviews, look at the comments, look at the engagements, y'all. For the people that you follow and you look at every day, see how they're transforming other people's lives. But not only that, see how their life is transforming. So many amazing things have happened to me this month. They say April showers bring May flowers, and honey, I got a lot of flowers. Because when it poured, it poured. When it rained, it poured, y'all. And they say blessings come in threes. You know, we always have this negative connotation about threes, but I always say blessings come in threes. And it was coming in threes, okay? And at first, I was a little ungrounded. But as soon as I grounded myself, when I invoked the ancestors within me, they came through. And they helped me to remember my roots in more ways than one. Okay, because a lot of us are conjurers. We invoke the ancestors, we invoke the benevolent spirits in our bloodline to help us out. Okay, that little nudge, I knew I should have went here, I knew that's an ancestral nudge. Okay, that's your intuition. Okay, what you can go through that trance, that vision of seeing things before it happens, yeah, that's an ancestral gift that a lot of us have, but we don't really look at it as an ancestral gift, y'all. So I just came on here just to tell y'all that if you feel like you being tested, if you feel like your life is shifting in all kind of ways, it's because they're testing your knowing, testing to see if you know how to do that ritual, if you know how to pray, declare, command, decree things into existence. They're testing to see if you're willing to let go of that version of you, that person who keeps you stagnant, that money habit, that food habit that's bringing discord to your womb. They're going to test your knowing. And it's always for your good. It is. It's always for your good. All right. That's how you shift, y'all. And this is a season of shifting. Okay. So that's all I have for y'all right now. That's all I have for y'all. Y'all know that May is fully booked. Yeah, is May fully booked, or am I speaking that into existence? I think May is fully booked. Yeah. June's about to be fully booked. When it comes to fertility readings, womb cast divinations, I do have my baby naming ceremony coming up online right before Mother's Day, the day before Mother's Day. I also have the Mother's Day ritual. If you haven't signed up, you need to sign up because it's right around the corner, y'all. And the Mother's Day fertility ritual is different. A lot of the benevolent mothers do come through with those rituals. This is like maybe my second or third most popular ritual. The mothers do come out. If you have mother wounds and issues with your mother, a lot of the grandmothers, a lot of the aunts in your bloodline, father, mother side will come through, and it's a lot of grieving. It's a lot of grieving that happens because these wounds, um, the mothers didn't get to cry. The mothers didn't get to say their piece, but they'll come through you so you can say your piece and restore your bloodline so that it's not a cycle that continues through the other women and the other men in your bloodline, resenting the mothers for something that happened, years ago, a generation or two generations. It's a lot of healing. A lot of baby girls are manifested through this ritual because, again, it's a Mother's Day. You healing the mothers. Once you heal the wounds and release it. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but they'll help you. I'm telling you, they will help you. They will, and it takes time. And for some Juju mamas, it's overnight. But my Mother's Day ritual is beautiful, especially for the mothers who have lost a lot of babies. Loss after loss. I'm telling you, a lot of times those grandmothers, those great aunts come through in that ritual, and they will literally hand them the baby. I've seen that so many times, and it's usually confirmed through an email and a message sent to me. Like, I see them handing over babies, y'all, during the Mother's Day ritual. These mothers, you invoking the mothers, you're speaking their names, you're lighting their candles, you playing music, you dancing. Everybody does things differently, during that ritual. I do what I'm supposed to do because, again, we're co-creating. We're all coming together co-creating, all right? But in the spiritual realm, see a lot of the mothers. They're like, oh my God, she said my name. Oh my God, I'm released. All that resentment. Like, I'm telling you, when you release your mother, you release the grandmother, you release the great grandmother, you release that cycle. And then a lot of times you'll see a higher version of them, an elevated version of them handing you the baby girl. I'm telling you, it's happened. Y'all, I have hundreds of reviews in my email. I have hundreds of reviews on my website. You can go now. If you hit the review section, I'm almost at 300. I got a lot of reviews on my Instagram page, y'all. Look through them. Look at all these reviews. They're writing them. They're just writing them. They want people to know, like, yo, this stuff is real, y'all. So if you have not signed up, and if you're ready, I will highly suggest you sign up for this Mother's Day fertility ritual, because when the doors close, it closes. I don't open it back up because I literally place your names on my fertility altar. Okay, I don't add to it. I don't. It disrupts the energy. So I put it on my altar. I divine on the medicine that needs to happen. And for my Juju mamas, is it recorded? No, it's not. It's not. I send a collective video sometime. If messages come through, I send it to that group. But why should I be recording what I'm doing? And sometimes they can tell me to go to the Gulf. They can tell me to go to the woods. I'm not about to record this because I'm not trying to perform for y'all. I'm trying to get some breakthroughs. And I hope you are too. Those days of performing for people, those are over with a lot of people. Some people just like candles. They just, oh wow, kind of like fireworks. So people do manifest that way. A lot of spiritual practitioners, they have the candles and it looks so beautiful and elaborate. But a lot of times for me, sometimes I will light a candle, other times I won't. I'll just go into trance and see what's going on and work that energy and allow my ancestors to move, you know? So that's how I work it. When I speak your name, the ancestors will show me things. You know, I mean, that's the way I roll, y'all. So for y'all who want to know what's going on in my ritual, it's like a spiritual thing, because I'm a spiritual being. You are too. Sometimes my juju mamas are so tapped in trance. For those who meditate, especially in the bathtub during that time, they will see me, but they don't see me. They see they see Gogo, her grandmother. They always say, I saw this old lady. Yep, that's her. She working her juju. She doing what she need to do. They don't see me. Yeah, they see me in the spiritual realm as Go-Go. And I love that. And that's how I know they tapped in. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'm out of here. Y'all know I keep these videos to about 20 minutes or so. So I hope y'all have a great weekend. And stay tuned for the womb shifting reading next week. Yeah, y'all definitely want to stay tuned. It's gonna be good. Collectively, it's gonna be good. I already know it. I feel it. I feel it so strongly that when a lot of y'all are going to receive the reading, it's just gonna confirm so much. So, yep. Peace and love, y'all.